guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back. So today I have a little bit of a collective haul for you. It was meant to be just a mango haul, but it turns out I've been picking up a few more pieces than I remembered. So the main bulk of the haul is Mango and Reformation, but I do have some other brands thrown in there as well. Behind me is probably the most colourful rail I've ever shown you guys since starting YouTube. I am definitely not the kind of person that's into colour. However, I have been leaning into it a lot recently, and I think all of these pieces, although some of them do have some colour, they are not super bright and in-your-face colours. And also the pieces that are colourful, I've made sure that they are kind of timeless and things that I'm not going to just wear kind of once and then chuck away. So even though I am dipping my toes into this trend, I'm still kind of following my rule, making sure that they're not just kind of one outfit pieces. Okay, so I will start on this side, which is Mango. The weirdest thing happened though, I did my Mango order and I had no confirmation email. I deleted my Mango account because my email got hacked, long story short. So I deleted that, and I couldn't find either being checked out as a guest or on any of my other email accounts. I could not figure out how I didn't have like an email receipt. It was just the most odd thing. So I didn't even know if this order was going to come, but it did eventually. The first piece is this gorgeous little white summer dress. A little bit premature, but I'm going to get so much wear out of this over the summer, and also it's completely timeless, I would say, so I'm going to get a good few years out of it. It was $59.99. And I just couldn't leave it behind. So this is what it looks like in this lovely cotton. This is also from their sustainable range, so it's made from a recycled cotton. And this is what it looks like up close. So it has really, really lovely little straps with this frill detail on them there. It has a squared front, and it comes down into a super floaty body, and it's a maxi dress, but I would say it finishes right above my ankle. If you can see there as well, it is tiered all the way down, and each tier has this really lovely bit of crochet detailing on it. It's not crochet. Broderie anglaise, am I saying that right? It has this really lovely little detail all the way down. I just thought it was a really lovely feminine piece, great for holidays, great for high summer. It's definitely a casual piece. You could wear it with wedges to like a nice summer barbecue or something like that, but I think for me it's going to be a sandals and a big kind of tote bag piece. The body of it is lined, so you'll be fine with some nude underwear. Then if I turn it around to the back, this is what made me fall in love with it. So it has this little open back detail here. It is also elastic across the back, which I find super comfortable. I said this before, but I have bigger ribs for my frame, so if there's a dress with a zip, I tend to go up a size, which can kind of ruin the look, but I like that this one is elastic. On the top here there's a little bow as well. It's almost like a little bit young. It's kind of like you can see a young girl wearing this dress, like a 4-year-old, but I think it works just really, really nicely. It's just a really kind of innocent piece. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Something about it I just was really drawn to, and yeah, I just adore it. So that's the first piece. Next up is this little crew neck jumper. Honestly, when I got this out of the bag, I was like, why did I buy that? It's just not me. I mean, it is me, but I'll talk to you about it. So this is what it looks like. Very, very boring, to be honest. I think the sleeves are what drew me in, because you guys know I love a sleeve like that. However, I do not enjoy a crew neck like this on a top like this. A crew neck like this is fine, it's knitted, it's kind of got detail here. This is from Zara, by the way, I'll link it down below. But I feel like this just would look so much better if it even just had like a higher crew neck. However, I might put it on and really enjoy it. We'll have to see. I'll style it up in the cutaway. If it does work, I'm thinking it'll be cute just tucked into like high-waisted jeans for work. It's a really lovely soft material, and it does have a little bit of thickness to it. It's not super flimsy and lightweight. It could be like a good layering piece as well, like kind of under blazers and things like that. This was $19.99, and kind of just a super basic, boring one, to be honest. Let me know what you think of it down below, because I'm kind of on the fence. The more I talk about it, the more I'm like, it's kind of cute. But yeah, let me know. Next piece is this little overshirt. It's a pink denim. A light pink denim though. I think it's a nice wash of pink. It's not super bright. Actually, it just looks like a super washed out pink. Again though, I'm not too sure on this piece because I wasn't sure about that collar. So kind of crew neck again. I don't really tend to love that style, especially as it's a denim shirt. I'm not sure that it just looks a little bit odd. I think you guys told me the name for this once. Is it called a grandpa collar? Have I made that up? Anyway, as I say, I wasn't too sure about it, but I did try it on earlier, and I think it could look really, really nicely. I'm seeing it with white jeans, a white t-shirt underneath, like knotted, and this just kind of hanging on my shoulders, super casual. Also has exaggerated sleeves there, if you can see, and then it just comes down into simple cuffs. It has hidden buttons all the way down, which I think is really, really nice, and then obviously this top one is exposed, and it's a good length. I went for a size small. Yeah, went for a size small. It comes past my bum, which I like, but it's not too too long, and it gives a really nice oversized feel without being like drowning. So yeah, I think this might be a good one for the spring summer, especially now that we can go out again and it can get a little bit chilly at night time. I feel like this will be really nice just thrown over maybe like a white kind of tea dress or something like that. Not sure if it will end up being one of those pieces that just sits in my wardrobe, but yeah, let me know. I do think it's got potential. So the next piece is a two-piece, and again, I'm not sure, so I need you guys' help on this one. I think I like it. I just think it borders on being maybe a little bit cheap looking. But this is more of a, it's a loungewear set, but it's more of a kind of smarter loungewear set, and I'm seeing it kind of for traveling or for running errands. The loungewear sets that I like to wear out the house is how I would say. So these are the trousers. They are high-waisted, elastic waist as well, and they are long, wide leg bottoms. And then if you can see there, they have this little split. But actually, I mean, it is split, but it's, let me show you what I mean. So it is split, but it's split in a way where the two pieces of material overlap. So even though there is a split, it's not actually very often that it splits whilst you're walking. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I thought they were kind of cute. I thought the outfit was cute. It also came in a white style as well, and it has a matching little jumper. My only reservation is this stripe down the side. Are we vibing with it, or is it borderlining on looking a bit tacky? It's like the Gucci colours, isn't it? I'm just not sure. Does it look like fake Gucci, or does it look cute? But I also thought it could be a good one for working from home, wanting to be a bit more comfortable and not wanting to actually get dressed into a like fashionable outfit. This is a good little option for me. So yeah, these are the bottoms, wide leg, as I say, really flattering, and they fit really, really nicely, and this is super comfortable around my waist. I have popped it on with some trainers, and I actually do really like the overall look. It's just in my head thinking, does it look a bit tacky? On the top, this is the little jumper to match. The little cropped number, it's got a half zip there, and then it just has that little cuff trim with the same colour detail on the trousers. It's really, really cute. It is a nice piece. I'm just not sure about this colour. It tucks really nicely into the trousers as well, so you can nip in your waist and show a bit of your body off, or you can leave it hanging loose, and because it is cropped, you aren't really drowned in it. I also think this jumper is just kind of cute on its own, not for like day-to-day styling outfits, but just for like casual wear and at home and running errands and stuff. But yeah, let me know again on this one, because I'm on the fence about it. I do like the overall look. I've put it on and I've styled it up, and I think it's a really cute one. The kind of thing that I definitely reach for when I'm like traveling, or even like just traveling in the car, just something comfortable but still looking put together. So yeah, I got them both in an extra small as well. For reference, I could have probably gone up to a small in the jumper, but small, extra small works fine. Next up, I have the most gorgeous little two pieces. I actually, yeah, I've shown it already in a video that's gone up on the last Sunday, so my last video this is in, but I saw this little two-piece on Mango, and I just thought it was gorgeous. It came in 3 different colours, the green, the blue, I'm going to show you in a minute, and then also a black, but I have something very similar that's black, so I didn't get the black. However, if I didn't have something similar, I definitely would have picked up the black. So this is just a little shirt and trouser combo. It's in a really lovely lightweight crinkled material, if you can see there. And I loved this shade of green. It's again not super in your face. It's quite a kind of washed out. I think I like that whole like pastel style, not the super bright colours. So I'm seeing this when it's warmer in England, but also definitely a holiday piece. Also a really lovely working from home piece. I've been living in it since I got it. Trousers and the shirt is sold separately as well, so you don't have to get both. I think this would be really nice paired with like white jeans. I love that the buttons are the same colour as the material as well. It just makes it all really muted and one colour. So this is the shirt. I just wore it tucked in, and I rolled up the sleeves a little bit. The only odd thing actually is the sleeves don't have any buttons, which I don't like. I think that looks a bit weird. So I can roll them once and push them up slightly, but they're tight, they're not stretchy, so you can't really get them to like there. You can kind of get it to maybe there. And then these are the little trousers to match. So again, super simple in the exact same colour and material. Elastic waistband there. I actually went for a size small in the shirt and extra small in the bottoms. I would definitely say to do that with an outfit like this. It's nicer to have the shirt more oversized. If the shirt was fitted, this outfit would not have like the same vibe. But this is what the trousers look like. Very, very simple. Straight leg, wide leg as well. Quite a large slit on the bottom as well there, which is really nice. It means when you're walking, you get to see the shoe that you're wearing, which I think is quite important with this outfit. It's quite a simple two-piece. It definitely steals the show, but I think the shoe you pair it with is quite important, and it's nice to be able to see that as well. So I actually thought this would just be a super casual look, just paired with sandals, and that was really it. Maybe trainers as well. Actually, having styled it up, it works in quite a few different ways. So you can do trainers, like I said, maybe a crossbody bag, and maybe add like a little jacket or overshirt for something a bit more daytime casual. You can also wear it with sandals and make it kind of beachy. I've also worn it, I'll pop a picture on screen actually, with a belt around the waist and then just some sandals, and the belt really elevated it. It made it look a lot more smart and a lot more kind of put together. And also I put it on with a pair of heels and it looked beautiful. So this actually does a lot of different things. Cord obviously, so you can wear them both separately, super casual, daytime casual, and then also it works as being smart as well. So I think I found a really good little item here. As I say, I picked up the blue one as well. This is the blue color. I really like it as well. Again, it's not in your face, it's not super loud, it's just a really lovely kind of pale blue. The only thing is green and khakis and that kind of tone I know works really nicely with my skin tone. I really enjoy that color with the tan, and I know it suits me. I'm not huge on blue. I have got a few blue shirts and things, but I tend to not wear them like as often as anything else. Again, you can dress it up or dress it down, but I think with the blue color, I'm seeing it just with some chunky trainers and a crossbody bag and keeping it quite daytime casual, or on holiday with some sliders. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with these. They were such a good little find. I'm really resisting getting the black one because I just don't need it. I have something very similar, but they are just so fab, and yeah, I highly recommend. So these will definitely see me through the summer and also for the next few years, because as I say, unless color like completely goes out of style, which I don't think it will, quite a timeless little cord as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with them. Okay, so that was actually everything that I picked up from Mango. Really chuffed with most of it. I want your opinions on some of it, so please pop them down below. I would love your help. Next, I'm gonna just quickly show you some jewelry that I'm wearing. So I'm sure all of you guys know Amelia Liana, and she has her brand Raymie, I think I'm saying that right. And she has just dropped her new collection and very kindly sent me over some pieces. So I have these gorgeous little 4-leaf clover dangly earrings, and then these tiny little love heart studs there as well, if you can see. I also have the love heart stud in my third hole on this ear, and I just adore them. I think they're so beautiful. They have this lovely little emerald stone in the middle, and then they're gold. You guys know I'm a hoop person and I'm a stud person, and I never ever normally wear little dangly earrings, but these are just beautiful, and I think they've converted me. I think I love that actually they're super minimal and they're not super like obvious in my ear, but when they just catch that light and then kind of move around, you can get a real good look at them. So I'm obsessed, and it was so kind of her to send them over, and I will leave her brand down below because these are just beautiful, and I also think that would be such a lovely present for someone. Obviously it's a 4-leaf clover, so that is luck. Say someone's like graduating or moved into a new home or something like that. I just think that they are a lovely kind of like sentimental present with a meaning behind them. So yeah, thank you so much, Amelia. Okay, so the next piece is from Marge, and Marge is a brand that I really love. I don't have too much from there, but I do often find some really cute pieces when I am looking. However, this dress didn't really cut the mustard for a few different reasons, but I completely forgot about it and I never sent it back, and I've missed the returns date. So I'm keeping it for the meantime. I'm determined to make it work, but if it doesn't, I will be selling it on to a good home. I think it could actually look really nice. Like, I just don't know if I'm maybe a little bit too short and maybe a little bit too petite for it. I think it maybe drowns me a little bit. So yeah, let me know. So this is the dress. It's a shirt dress. I loved this detail across the top with the kind of, is that Broderon glace? I guess it would be, right? There, and you get a peek of your skin as well. I really love it because it's a very modest dress. It is a short dress. There. But I love that there's this element of your skin poking through, and it's still quite a sexy piece, very feminine. I can't say that word. Feminine. It's like, is it on Finding Nemo when he goes, anemone? It's like that. Anyway, it's a very feminine piece and very sophisticated, but I do just love that you get a little hint of skin through there. So yeah, as I say, it's got a shirt, it's got these beautiful puff sleeves, and then it follows down with that detail down the sleeve, and then it comes into a tight cuff. It does have some buttons down the front here, and then it also has a waist tie there. So you can really cinch in that waist. Let me just do that. So you can cinch in the waist with a little bow. It also would look, I think it will look really nice with another kind of belt on it. Maybe something a little bit more statement. And this is the skirt. So it's like a little kind of I want to say like rara skirt design, is that right? Rara. However, there's just a lot of this, like this is just a lot of material, and two things about it. One, I think it's just too much material and it kind of overpowers me, and also I think it's kind of leaning on the side of looking a little bit young, like this dress is young but it's cute and I like it and I know I'll wear it. It's young but it's wearable for sure. This one I feel maybe just looks like a child's dress and that's it. So yeah, I'm still playing around with it. I'm not too sure. I think it needs a pair of heels for me because it kind of comes down to like my knee, which is a bit of an awkward length. I can hitch it up though. And I'm more kind of thinking, what occasion would I wear it to? Because I don't know that you'd want to wear that material on holiday. It's like a true kind of like poplin shirt material. And then also I'm not sure what kind of heels would work with it. I guess you could do like a noodle boot, like my noodle bootons, you know, them like barely there heels, which are quite high and would really make it like sophisticated. But then I was kind of thinking like a wedge, but then when would you really wear a wedge with a dress like this and where? So yeah, I'm on the fence. I'm either gonna have to sell it on or make use of it. So again, please let me know down below what you think of it. Okay, moving on to Reformation. I did a little shop on there probably about a week ago and it was really fast delivery. I think it actually did come from America, but came within maybe 5 or 6 days, I wanna say. And I honestly didn't have too many hopes about it. You might remember a little while ago I bought a pair of joggers from Net-a-Porter, which were from Reformation, and I loved them. They really, I mean, they were expensive, they were about £80, but they really were gorgeous made joggers. And it's just, it feels different when you wear nice loungewear compared to like cheaper loungewear. I just really enjoy like wearing something a little bit more better quality, and yeah, it just makes you feel kind of like, I don't know, it just makes you feel better. However, I put them on and the first day I wore them, Biggie jumped up, sunk his claws into my bum and poked like holes in the bum. So I got rid of them because I just didn't need holy bottoms. If he'd pierced a hole anywhere else, I probably could have covered it, but because it was like right on my bum cheeks, it didn't work. However, I've really been missing those joggers. So I went onto Reformation basically to pick up some joggers again. And then I got sucked into the dresses and then I just fell down a rabbit hole. They have the most beautiful designs on there right now. Honestly, like the most stunning dresses. However, my basket, what I do when I shop is I chuck everything in a basket and then at the end I'll go through it and filter out because my basket's always like way too expensive. I think my basket was about £900 and that's just ridiculous. So I took out quite a lot of the pieces, especially because I've never actually bought anything other than those joggies from Reformation, so it's just like my first time. I want to dip my toes in and see, and I ended up spending quite a lot of money, and unfortunately I love all of it so much, so none of it is going back, and now I have this newfound love for Reformation and it's very unhealthy because I know it's going to rinse my bank account. Anyway, I'll show you what I picked up. So these are the joggies I picked up. I think they're the same as my last ones, but I can't be 100% sure. They have loads and loads of lovely different styles and colours, but I went for these pink ones. They're not super bright and kind of overbearing, but it is a very pink outfit. So these are the joggies I picked up. They have a little waist tie there and it's elastic obviously, and then the little drawstring. They just come down into straight legs and I've just rolled the hem there, but this is what the little cuff looks like, which I think is a really flattering bottom. It's the only kind of bottom that I really tend to go for, and it looks really nice with trainers I think as well. So they're quite a slim fit. They're not tight by any means, but they're definitely more of a slim fit. And the other thing with Reformation joggers that I find is they fit me really nicely, especially when it comes to like this more like chunky material, like cozy jogger. I feel like any other brand I've really tried, apart from Misguided, but obviously they go a bit funny after like 6 months of washing because they are cheap. I feel like they just drown me. I feel like the leg is either really long or the whole like shape of them just has so much material. And I know there's that whole trend of like having all the bunching of the joggers at your foot, but I honestly think that just looks so weird. I'm just not into that at all. I like my joggers to finish where they should. And Reformation is probably one of the only brands that I have found overall are just really lovely. The inside, if I can see there, it's like nice and kind of fleecy. It's super like cozy and soft. They've got little pockets there, and apart from that, that is all there is to them. And honestly, I think they're about 80, yeah, they were £80. I honestly would say I think that they're worth it because the material and the quality is just insane. So yeah, that's the trousers. And then I actually did a little poll on Instagram, if you follow me over there. I got the jumper and I asked you guys, is this just like too much pink or is it cute? And most people, in fact no, a lot of people, I think it was like 10,000 said cute and like 2,000 said not cute. So I kept it. So this is the little crew neck cropped jumper. So I got it in the same pink colour. Obviously, I just thought it was a really cute matching little set. It's got long sleeves, it's in the same material, and it has that same really cozy kind of fluffy inside there. And again, I'll pop a picture on screen here of me styling it up. I actually wore it out the other day for an appointment. I just popped on my Acne leather jacket and then some, actually my Chloe trainers, which are also pink, like who am I? And it was a really lovely little outfit, so I'm really chuffed with it. And also they do like longer jumpers and different styles, but yeah, this is the one I went for. The only little bit of feedback I'd say, you might be able to tell, is the crew neck is quite wide, so it doesn't sit kind of like what I'm wearing, it kind of sits quite baggy, but I guess that's fine. It just leans into that super casual look. And yeah, a really, really lovely set. So again, great for traveling, great for appointments, great for being at home, and just really comfortable and cozy. The next piece of loungewear I got was just a pair of bottoms, and I didn't get a matching jumper for this. So these are a different style. There is a drawstring as well, which I always need to make sure I have, because I like to really cinch in my joggies and make sure they're like nice and tight around my waist. But that drawstring is inside. However, I've rolled, when I wear them, I roll that waistband, so you do actually see that drawstring. But really, really simple shape. They're not as slim fitting as the other ones, and then they come into this cuff. So the only thing about these ones is this cuff is not like super tight on its own. It actually, like my ankle sits kind of how my wrist would there. It's probably not that skinny, but it does sit with a lot of room around it, so I don't like that look at all. So what I did is I just rolled them and then it made them tight, and it looks really cute as well. And yeah, I'm really, really chuffed. They're both, you'll see very, very slightly different fitting joggers, but both really nice and both really flattering. The only thing is, like, buying white when you have two dogs is just a dumb idea. So these are going to be like my office only joggers, or when I go out, but I will not be sitting in the lounge with these because I know they'll just get ruined the minute I wear them. So yeah, that's the white ones. Okay, and then onto some dresses. They had so many beautiful dresses. I didn't know my size really to start with. I went for UK 8 in these dresses. What I was saying earlier about this dress, how it's elastic at the back, this one and the next one have a zip down the back, so I normally would need to go up a size for that. To ensure that it will shut. So I got a size 8 and it fits so lovely. I could have gone for a 6 and it still would have fit beautifully. However, if I grew even like the slightest amount, it would be too small for me. So I'm really glad I got the 8. It will give me a good few years out of it. This is the first one in this lovely, lovely blue and white, well, blue and cream print. It's got a high kind of crew neck there. And then on the back, it does that with a singular little button, and it's got this little peephole detail, and then it's just a zip all the way down. Really lovely, modest shape, really lovely and timeless. And I think this is the kind of dress that I'll just have in my wardrobe and it'll work for anytime I have like a nice occasion or a holiday. It's going to be with me all the time. It's just going to be a very handy piece. There's a little seam here for your waist, which is super flattering on. The dress does, it hugs my body, but it also skims, you know, so it skims very closely to my body. It's just nice to have that seam. It definitely just kind of defines your waist. The sleeves are at 3/4 length. They have a slight puff on the top there. And if you can see, let me pop my hand in, it's ever so slightly sheer on the sleeve there as well. Whereas the rest of the dress is lined, which is great. So you can just do it nude underwear. And then on the sleeve, they have this little elastic bit, which is nice and tight on your arm. And then this really cute little frilled cuff. And finally, going on to the body, there's a split up the side. It comes up to maybe like just past my knee. So a super modest split, but still a little bit of leg showing. Looks really lovely and sexy, especially because this is very covered. You know, you've not got your boobs on show, you've not got your arms out. So I think it looks really nice just to have that little bit of skin poking out of your legs. And it just flows down into very slightly an A-line skirt. And yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad I got this. I had actually eyed it up for quite a while, and I was umming and ahhing, but yeah, really, really, really chuffed with it. You can do really kind of high heels and dress it up. You could do some sandals. I'm not sure that I really would. Maybe on holiday I'll do like a kind of like smarter sandal, or a wedge would look really beautiful as well for like a summer's barbecue or a brunch. Or could you wear that to a wedding? There is cream on it, but I feel like you could wear that to a wedding. Let me know, I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, so that's the first one. Then the next one looks like this, which is, this print is me all over. I love a bit of animal print. The only thing is, okay, this one, the length is a little bit shorter and the neckline is very low, and that's fine, not because of like modesty, just because that shape sometimes isn't flattering on me. But this is what it looks like. As I say, it's got that kind of scoop neck, you'll see it better on. It has a little bit of padding here, so you do get that nice puff shoulder sleeve, and then it comes into a loose full sleeve and then quite a tight cuff, so you're going to get that kind of slightly baggy arm, which I always say I love. And it has that little waist detail seam there. It is quite a busy dress, as you can see. I feel like with patterns your body is kind of like hidden, but it's just always handy to have that. I do really appreciate that on a dress. And then again, it flows out into a very slightly A-line skirt. This one has a bit more material, it's got a bit more kind of like swish to it down the bottom, and it has that matching split as the other one. But yeah, as I say, this one is just that little bit shorter, and it gives it like a slightly kind of awkward length, meaning with this one I'm not sure how often I would wear it with trainers, because this would look really cute with trainers, but I'm not sure if that length is just a little bit short for trainers. Same goes with sandals. I'm not sure if, because of the length of this, I'm only going to wear it with heels, which limits how much I will wear it. So I need to play around. This is, I mean, it's not going back, let's be real, I'm just obsessed. But I do want to make sure that I can figure out how to wear it more than just for an occasion. This will look beautiful on holiday as well. And then on the back it has a zip, but it is elasticated there, so it's nice and snug. I don't know if you can see, it's like a panel there. I've gone down to a 6 in this one, to be honest. But the reason I'm not going to exchange it is because I'm worried if I go down to a 6, I'll lose a little bit of length, and I don't want that. So I'd happily just have it a little bit looser. So yeah, that's that one. I love it. Okay, and then just one more piece. If you watched my vlog, my last vlog, I think, yeah, you'll have seen this. But Karen Millen very kindly gifted me this dress, and it's stunning. Oh my goodness. So this is a black knitted crochet detail dress. So it has crochet panel kind of like on the top here with a little drawstring tie. And you know, the weird thing is, obviously this is completely crochet and there's no lining on it, but I put this on without a bra. You'll see it in the cutaway as well. And I really don't think I need a bra. I don't think you can see like any kind of nipple through it. I think it works absolutely fine not wearing a bra. If you were going to wear a bra, I would advise nipple stickers. I don't know that this would work really lovely with a bra. I think it might ruin the aesthetic of it. The back is the same as the front, so it's got this really lovely little kind of point detail, and then the tie, and then it comes in to a fully knitted kind of body all the way down, and then it has this sort of like trumpet mermaid bottom with the same crochet as the top. I love that one so much. You could do it with sandals and casual and make it really nice and chilled out, but also it's actually a really lovely kind of done up piece. Even though it's knitted, I was like, there's no way I'm going to put heels on with that. It was definitely in my head a sandals piece, but actually I'm seeing it with again, like barely there heels, like my Louboutins, or even just some black little like stiletto sandal heels. I think could look really, really, really gorgeous. Not realistic though, I'm probably going to end up just wearing something like this with it. These looked really nice. They are from Fendi. I will leave them down below, but they looked really lovely on the bottom. So something that is a sandal, but a little bit more of a smart sandal, I'd say. Okay, and I was going to say that's the end of the video, and technically it is, but I thought I would just mention what I'm wearing because it is new as well. So this is a little Zara knitted top. I had the email alert on for it because they only did it in yellow for so long, and I was like, I need this in this color, and I think it's beautiful. So I got this little top from Zara, and then on my bottoms I'm wearing a high-waisted denim jeans from H&M. I'll do a cutaway, and they're so nice. They're so flattering. They're like a wide leg crop, so they would work really nicely with trainers, but also with little kind of heels or even higher heels and for like a proper night out. But I just love H&M jeans. They're really nice and like tight around my bum and my waist, and then they come down into like a really just nice wide leg. I'm actually going away next week, and I'm thinking like this top, these trousers, some Veja trainers, maybe like a leather jacket for like a nice lunch outfit. Yeah, I'm really chuffed with them, so I will leave all of what I'm wearing down below as well because it is new, so it does fit into my collective haul. Yeah, so that was everything that I picked up over the last few weeks. If you did like this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.